The left side of the car looks pretty good, fellas, as he comes around. Take a look and see what happened.
Just coming off the second corner, and around it goes. Ricky Rudd not within a car length or two of the Kodak Film Chevrolet, and he goes down and hits the wall pretty good with that right side, Ned.
Bob, you said that going into the turns, coming off would be the trouble spots. They say that it's somewhat washable now.
Well, some action here in the first 21 laps, and here's how it happened.
Well, Sterling moved down for other drivers going into the turn to let him pass on the outside, and he got a little bit wobbly going into the turn, went up into Jarrett. You see Jarrett gets on the outside wall there, does some damage to the right rear of his car, and then Kyle Petty comes in there and spins around.
Morgan Shepherd narrowly avoided, and so did Jimmy Spencer to the bottom of the racetrack.
Kyle Petty made some contact, but Sterling Marlin loses control, Ned, just as he starts in the corner. See, he loses the back end just as he goes in the corner. See Dale Jarrett. He made a little bit of contact, but I don't think the contact that Kyle Petty made.
103, it involves Dave Marcus in his first ride for this team.
I see why he didn't roll back, because the left rear's been up on that car. Looks like pretty good.
We'll back up the tape here and catch the tail end of it. He's already made contact with the first turn wall and now sliding down the banking.
There's Ricky Rudd, the leader, just barely got by.
And 10th position, and is the last car on the lead lap, and wouldn't have been many laps until the leaders would have caught him.
Here's the tail end of Dale Jarrett's incident in turn 2, sliding down the banking.
You can see Bill Elliott's car right there, the red car going around. You see Walter on the right side of the screen, so not two cars.
Yeah, there is the contact with the wall. And Rick Mast going by, and number 3, and now when it gets onto the track, and there it is, the pits now are open. Here's a replay.
There we see Mark Martin and Davey Allison, no one around him, just like Ernie Irvin, goes in the corner, loses control, backs in the fence. You know, we've had 2 or 3 other cars.
And Brett Bodine is going to nudge Sterling Marlin and send Marlin around.
We've had a couple of cars in practice. Michael Walter, depends on Pontiac, just going by the yellow car. Crashed this afternoon in practice, and that is a backup car.
While we were away, we had our 6th caution. It came on lap number 273, and it involved Jimmy Spencer. Capping in turn number 2. Here's the replay.
He's going down in turn 1. Actually, he loses control as he enters turn 1. And around he goes. Bill Elliott, the Winston Cup point leader, barely gets by, and no one else was involved in the spin.
He didn't hit anything. There were a lot of pit stops.
He's backed up there in a pack, and I think Rick got bumped from behind. That's the way it looked to me. Now watch the far right. You see him in the black and white car over there.
Richard Petty is the guy that did the bump.
Just barely touched him and sent him around.
And he goes down and makes contact with the inside wall, about like Ernie Irvin did at the start of the race.
Says Allison's car is stopped here on the main straightaway. Let's look at it again.
There they are coming off of turn 4, and they come up on Davey. Davey tries to get out of the way. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to tell
if he touched him or not. It was hard to tell.
Maybe this angle will help. I don't think so.
I don't think he touched him. I think with the spoiler, no spoiler on the back of the car, I think when he turned it, the back end just came around. Here's one more angle. Let's see if we can see. No, I don't think so.
Don't believe it did. Nope.
No contact. Darrell Waltrip is in. Here's John Kernan. Damage all over the place. Now this is the incident here on the main straightaway involving Harry Gant. Watch the back.
It looks like he and was that Ernie Irvin down there in no, Michael Waltrip. I believe the yellow car just got together a little bit and sent him spinning around.
Harry is still parked right there. His car hasn't moved.
I think the rear end is ready to push back. It looks like sitting there as we see him coming off of the turn here.
Another angle.
You can see how it hits the wall. Boy, it gets up on the wall back there.
Hard.
And I think the rear end is certainly out of its normal position back there.
Now, while that was happening, out in turn number 2, this was going on between Kulwicki and Martin.
Kyle
Petty just barely got through. Man, I don't see too much damage to Kulwicki's car.